Hey everybody, welcome to another Scifiantasy.com video with me, Kenny Conklin, and Kenny Jr. behind the camera today. I got somebody to move everything around. So I decided on what we're going to build next for the channel. We're going to do the Star Trek Enterprise NCC-1701-C Cadet Series. Since I have the cadets, I'm going to try to get the rest of the Cadet Series and do them all. This guy's actually big enough to be lighted, but I'm not going to light him up because I'm going to keep all the Cadet Series the same, not lit. But when I move over, I have this in 1/1000 scale also. The 1/1000 scale kits, I'm going to light all those up when I get to them. So let's bring you over to the desk and show you what's in the box. So here she is, the Star Trek Enterprise NCC-1701-C. Let's open up the box of the Cadet Series. This is 1/2500 scale. And in the box, we have 2 bags of sprues. You got your round 2 model card, product listing, which is older. You have 3 sets of instructions, which I just need the English ones because I don't speak any other languages. And then we have 1 set of decals. This looks like the engineering, and I think that's the upper saucer. And no, that's the upper saucer. We have the second set with the upper saucer and all the lines and everything. And these look a lot better than the decals that were with the original Enterprise and stuff that we just got finished with. This has no overlap on the decal itself, the film. These are cut really nice, so I could cut these really close and put them on. So let's put these on the side because that's not going to be till later. I'm going to actually have to order paint. And with this one, I got to see if I have a smaller brass rod, because that brass we used on the tiny ones is going to be too tiny for this. We'll rip open the bag and we'll see how many sprues exactly we have in here without breaking anything. This will go together nice and quick. I gotta see what paint I have too, because I'm probably gonna have to order paint. And actually, we're not gonna use the micro set and micro sol on this kit for the decals. I'm gonna order the Mr. Marker softener, and I think it's set. I gotta see, but I'll put up pictures of what I'm talking about so you can see. So I want to see how that works on the decals. I heard it's very good. Alright, so here's the upper and lower half of the saucer. Let me pull them apart. Could definitely light this guy up if we wanted to. And I'm going to have to get those off, but this goes together, it looks like already, much better once I cut these off and get in there. This goes together much better than the last kit. There's tons of tiny windows and stuff on there. And then we have 1 nacelle with the nacelle cap, the underneath of the engineering section, the other nacelle over here, and the rest of the main body of the ship, and the deflector dish that comes on absolutely nothing. So it's only 3 sprues, the top half and the bottom half of this guy. So I'm gonna go looking around, see if I got a post, see what colors we need, and then I will be back to show you what we're doing. Okay, the first thing I'm messing with is the top half and the bottom half of the saucer. With the pieces that are on here, the little nubs that came on here, when you're cutting them off, you're gonna get a little flat indentation on some of them. So this is another snap together kit, and when I snap it together, it's a pretty decent fit. There's not really a seam or anything right there, but over here it doesn't press in all the way. It just keeps popping out and it leaves a lip over here. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to take a marker and I'm going to mark on the edge right here and right here, so I know that this is going to line up with that. so it's right with the top. And then I'm going to pop this off, and I'm going to cut the pins out, and I'm going to glue it together this way this sits in here better. So let me get that going on, and I'll be right back. So the building of this thing goes pretty darn quick. There's not many parts to it. And the first thing that I was messing with was the saucer. I cut the pins out, I super glued it together just to get the edge a little flatter. So I have to prime this guy up and see what's going on. And this thing's gonna have, I mean, the decals are everywhere. So they're saying to mark in the windows with a black pen once the decals are on here. I gotta see how that's gonna work out. Hopefully they set and leave the little grooves for that. There's basically only the halves left for that. On the nacelle itself, again, there's a big line through the nacelle, so it's going to be taking a little time to get this all straightened out. Even though decals are going to go over here, they'll be lumpy if we don't get rid of this stuff, so we got to smooth it out. We'll get all this together. I found actually a 1/4 inch piece of copper that I had left over from an old build, which actually worked out perfectly because this model has the hole already done up. So what I did was, there's a little piece in there, I carved it out on both sides, and this actually can accept a polar light space. So what I did was, the base piece should go up a pin, but the pin fit in here. So I shoved the pin down there, I cut off the nubs, and I super glued it to here. So I'll be able to put the rest of this on there and get that on like it should be. So I'm going to finish up putting this together. We'll put this guy on here, and then I'm going to start with the nacelles. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show you. This, they say in the directions, you're supposed to put it on and squeeze it together first. But I found there's a little lip inside of this thing. If you can see it, it's on this side and here. There's a little lip. When you put this here, it actually lines up perfectly with very little gap. So I'm going to get that, I'll super glue that in place and straight. This way I don't have to mess with that, and it'll come out looking good, like unlike the last nacelles that I had done. So we'll put this together, I'll work on the nacelle, and we'll be back. So these are the major assemblies of the ship. That's all the parts done up. The 2 nacelles, excuse me, which I got to work on, the saucer, and the body of the ship. These Cadet series, I think they're messing with me. It's a conspiracy against me because this side is perfectly fine. It's lined up fine. This side has a lip, which is pretty obvious right there. And I'm hoping you'll be able to see the part right there. That in there, the part is totally messed up. There's a big gap, which I'm going to have to putty in there and try to get the lines back in there. And I didn't notice that when I was checking out the parts, but it's totally messed up. I hope there's a decal that's going to cover that, because that looks like total crap. So I'm not having fun with the Cadet series at all, but we'll do our best on it. I'll try to get this lip gone. As you can see, there's no lip here, lip there. Alright, I guess that's it. Okay, so that's that. Sorry I sound a little frustrated, but these Cadet series are kind of getting on my nerves now. I said I was going to do them all at the beginning of this video, but I think this will be the last Cadet we do, and we stick with the bigger models. So we'll get this guy, we'll start on the nacelles, get that all done, get this primed up, and then we'll bring you on to the next video as soon as we get there. I got to order some stuff. So, but thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. The little guy's making piggy faces behind me, so it's making me smile. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.